What's up, y'all? What's good? Hope everybody's doing well. It's about a little after 12 o'clock, about 12 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Let me apologize because I was supposed to be on here at 12 o'clock on the dot. Got to work on making sure I'm being more on time. It's like a job. So if you got to be on time for your job, you got to be on time for the live streams. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you could just give me a second, I'm going to set some things up on here. Make sure my questions are set up, computer set up with everything else going on. And we're going to jump right into it because, as always, I'm not going to hold you guys for long. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me make sure this chat thing is open. Um, I think we're good to go. I think we are good to go. So I didn't realize I had the chat disabled from the live stream. So my apologies. I gotta work on that. There's still a lot of YouTube metrics I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if it's because I have to have a certain number of followers or whatever the case may be. It's weird. I'm gonna figure that out shortly. But anyways, for those of you who had a chance to ask questions, thank you. The majority of my questions were on Instagram. I apologize for not getting the questions on the poll. I'm going to work on that for future references. But first, before we begin, I want to thank you guys for 300 subscribers. 300 subscribers. 300. It's crazy because I mentioned this in one of my other videos from this past week. But last year around this time, we were only at around 100. So the fact that we've doubled that amount since then, amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, my goal for the channel before the year is over is to get to 500 to 1,000 subscribers, which I believe that we can do. I really, really think we can hit that number and probably then some. Let me also apologize about the there was supposed to be a part 3 of the 33 things that I have been learned in my 33 years living, and it didn't post for some reason, so I'm going to make sure that is posted sometime this week. But I also want to say thank you guys for all the birthday wishes from yesterday. I appreciate it. Your boy just turned 33. It's kind of surreal. My dad literally reminded me yesterday, how many people actually turned 33 because he was calling me old. I don't think I'm old. But yes, it was definitely amazing to say the least. I had an awesome birthday. I worked both of my jobs. My students made me feel awesome. My colleagues made me feel awesome. My family and friends made me feel awesome. It's always a wonderful feeling when you can bring in another year with love. All right, without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys for too long. We're going to go ahead and get started with, let me just see something real quick. That's not what I wanted. Hold up. Trying to make some adjustments here. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to get started with the questions that you guys asked. Again, most of these came from Instagram, so if you're tuning in from Instagram, thank you. Appreciate it. If you didn't know I have an Instagram, well, now you know. Follow me, ACT Real MC. Next time I do a Q&A, I'm actually going to give YouTube priority and then shift it over to social media. All right, so there were two ways that I posted these questions. The first one was through numbers. It was like pick a number. And then the second one was just questions that people would ask. It wasn't that many compared to last time. So yeah, but it was still a couple. So the first question is, what was my relationship status? Now keep in mind, these questions are not just about Teachable Tuesdays. These are like personal questions as well. So what is my relationship status? Single. Single, not really ready to mingle. I mean, you know what? Whatever God sends, it'll happen when it's supposed to. But single and just focused. I'm locked in. So whenever God is ready to present her to me, then I'll be open for it. But until then, just continue to work on myself. You know what I'm saying? That's important. Top 3 favorite movies. That's a tough one because I'm not really a movie person. As a kid, I used to love movies. As an adult, I don't really care for them. Like if you tell me to check out a movie, I most certainly will. But me doing one on my own probably is not going to happen. Not by any means. It's just not something that I'm interested in. It's just being completely honest with you. But yeah, I guess I could think of some movies that I like. Straight Outta Compton, that was a really good movie. The Tupac movie, that was a good movie as well. So was the Biggie movie. I saw both of them. Dragon Ball Super, that's definitely one of my favorite animated movies. I remember, like, I don't go to see anime type movies in theaters that often, but I swear, when they made that announcement, Dragon Ball Super Broly, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm in there." I was front and center. And I think that was like in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, the beginning of 2019. I'm a fan of Disney movies. I like Disney movies. Don't watch them as much as I used to, but I don't know. That's just a tough question to ask or to answer because I'm not really a big movie person. Not really a huge movie person. So that's kind of I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a tough one for me. Favorite YouTuber. Oh my goodness, I have so many YouTubers that I love. I'm just gonna go ahead and name as they come along. Shesha, I'm gonna say his name wrong. I'm gonna say his last name wrong, but he does the coffee podcast. Love him. Shout out to him. Drink the coffee, make you feel better. Not much of a coffee drinker in a literal sense, but I do be drinking the coffee if you catch my drift, man. Who else? Who else? O'Shea Duke Jackson, Celebrity Jump. He's hilarious. I love his channel. I've been following him for a couple years. Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. He is amazing. Awesome brother. Shout out to him. He has had quite a testimony over the past couple of years. I will say that he's an awesome person to check out for real, for real. So if you want good content and real content, check him out. I have a couple PokeTubers that I like. J Rose 11, love him. Oh my goodness, when I was looking at Poke YouTubers and I was discovering them back in 2020, he was the first one that I came across. He is like one of the goats. My Dry Bread, he's not a Poke YouTuber, but he does a lot of Pokemon games and video games in general. Shout out to him. Another one that's been up and coming for the past 2 to 3 years, if I'm getting my timeline right, Scott Starts. Love him as well. He's a dope PokeTuber. And I love the fact that he does a lot of analyzation. I'm not really a math person. I'm a language arts teacher. But I love the way he just analyzes his data when it comes to Pokemon. I think he's absolutely amazing. Who else? Soul Solid Force, shameless plug. I'm a part of a hip-hop group known as the Innovators Music Group. So, yes, Soul Solid Force. Definitely make sure you subscribe to our channel. There's just so many to name. There's like so many really, really dope YouTubers. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on. It's a Raven YouTuber. The guy, he goes by, his motto is Team Keep It Clean. I cannot think, Ingram Videos, I believe. I think that's his name. I love watching his content for like Ravens because you can talk about a shirt, say New York Giants and Ravens from one of the Super Bowls. I'm a huge Ravens fan. Yeah, so yeah, and the list could go on. Number 14, who was my crush? I was told that I was not allowed to say this person, but I'm going to say the person anyways, and I'm going to give you the other person. So, well, it's not really another person, but my crush, I say she's a pre-celebrity crush, is Joyce Rice. I have a huge, absolute huge crush on her. Now, I know darn well that unless I meet her in person, which I think will happen one day, possibly, I don't have a grain of a chance. But, hey, Joyce, if you see this, I would like to take you out on a date. Just saying. As far as actual crushes that are not music related, not really none at this time, to be honest. I mean, I see beautiful women every day, but there's not really anybody. Like I said before, I'm single. I've been really just focused on myself and my purpose. So, not really anybody that I'm looking at right now at this moment, So the next one was I'll Love You If. I love you if you get me cheesecake. Cheesecake is one of my favorite foods. I got myself some red velvet cheesecake for my birthday, and one of my colleagues, she gave me some cheesecake the day before my birthday. So I am cheesecaked out. I got both of them in the freezer because I can't eat all that at once. I got fitness goals that I'm trying to meet. So I have to make sure that I am being very cautious about what I eat. So, hey, that was bars. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But yeah, like cheesecake. Cheesecake is the way to my heart. I would love you if you give me cheesecake. I'm just saying. Three habits you have. Three habits that I have. Let's see. Number one, working harder than I probably should sometimes. I'm learning to have more of a balance. Sometimes it's a good habit to have. You know, you want to work hard. You want to make sure you are doing what is necessary to make sure you're pushing. So I think that's very important. But at the same time, you got to know when to chill out. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what I'm learning. I'm learning to chill out when necessary. Um, Second habit that I developed as of recently is learning to decompress. Because I work two jobs, I'm a teacher, but I also work at Boys and Girls Club. Um, a lot of times it's hard for me to decompress throughout the week. Actually, I think this week past was the first week where I was able to decompress multiple days of the week. And guys, when I tell you it feels so wonderful to be able to do that, it's amazing. So, learning how to really, decompress, that's something that's a good habit I've developed as of recently. And let me see, third habit. This is not a good habit, but uh, not arriving on time to things. I used to be very punctual. I'm very punctual to work. I try my best to be punctual to events that people invite me out to. But if it's left to my own devices, I might not arrive on time. I'm not like super duper late, but I get mad even when I'm like 5 or 10 minutes late because I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'm going to be there early. Like, let me be there so I can walk in the door right when everything starts. Like, for example, I went skating on Thursday night. Skating was like from 9:30 to 11, right? And no, 9 to 11, I'm sorry. And I got there at 8:55 just to make sure that I was there on time. Like, that's the type of person I always aim to be. So, yeah, those are three habits of mine. What makes you, oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm going to skip something. What pissed you off recently? Oh, boy, here we go. I was ready for that one. The Ravens not making it to the Super Bowl. Bruh, I was this close to once again having a Ravens and a 49ers Super Bowl. This is the second time, anybody who knows me, I'm a Ravens and I'm a 49ers fan as well. This was the second time that I was denied that opportunity. Niners made it, was happy about that, but Ravens didn't make it. I was so mad. I know there was conspiracy theories about Ravens not in the Super Bowl, and they saw news outlets Usher performing and all that good stuff. Look, man, I was so mad. I was so mad Ravens lost that Chiefs game because we could have won that game. I mean, you could say it was rigged. You could say whatever you want to say. It is what it is. The fact of the matter is, we shouldn't have lost that game. I'm just keeping it 100 with you, okay? But it is what it is. Hopefully, I'll have my chance next year. Is it likely as this year? No. But then again, you never know. What can I say? But yes, that's something that pissed me off recently. What is the worst thing that you could do to me? Lie to me. I don't like liars. I don't like when people are not upfront and honest with me. Tell me the truth, even when it hurts. That's probably one of the worst things you could ever do to me. Don't lie to me. Because, as Kendrick Lamar says, don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Just saying, What makes you cry? What makes me cry? When family members pass away or someone close to me pass away. I've lost quite a few people over the past couple of years between family and friends that I was very close to. So I'm definitely one of those individuals that I would definitely cry when a family member passes away. I'm not the type of person to just hold my feelings in and reserved. I will definitely let it out. I will grieve. I will do everything that's necessary to make sure I process those emotions and make sure that they get out. Favorite poem. It's going to sound cliche, but Maya Angelou's Still I Rise. Maya Angelou's Still I Rise was one of the first poems that I ever read on my own accord in my life. I mean, even though I was taught that in high school, I read that when I was like in 6th grade. And that was around the time when I started rapping. So I also started looking at poetry because people would always tell me that rap and poetry are very similar in nature. So that poem will always have a special place in my heart. There's many other poems that I absolutely love, but that is like the placeholder of my heart right there. So here comes the main questions. I had about 5 main questions, and then we will actually be done for the day. So the first question that was asked was, can you do a video on men who are sexually harassed? Yes, absolutely. And I will be doing one very soon. That was one that was I was planning for it to be in the works, because the main thing that this person had mentioned was it doesn't get talked about enough, which it doesn't. It does not, and I think it's something that needs to be addressed, especially for younger boys, because I believe that they are affected more than older men. Don't get me wrong, there are older men that happens to as well, but if you're talking about males in general, it definitely more so happens amongst the younger teenage boys. So yes, that is something I'm definitely going to be addressing very, 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 very soon, because I believe that is extremely important. I can't stress that enough. What do you hope to get accomplished this year? So I'm going to break this down in the category of this question. I'm going to talk about things I'm hoping to get accomplished on the channel, things that I'm hoping to get accomplished on a personal level. Let's talk about the channel first. So for the channel, one of the things that I'm definitely hoping to get accomplished, definitely reaching 500 to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which, by the way, again, we are at 300 plus. So thank you guys so much for continuing to tune in. Really, really appreciate it. We're going to be pushing higher. We're going to be pushing even more. Better quality content is coming your way. I'm finally getting some equipment. Whew, I know my boy Dez, I know he happy. Excuse me. Sorry. Ooh, that was so embarrassing. What else? Collabing with more people. And just pushing more variety of content out. You probably read from my post, but just in case you didn't, new series is starting next week called the Skate Life series. Bringing that back because the Skate World series is popping up here in Orlando, and the Skate Life series from last year inspired that. So you already know I had to run that back. That's going to run from the Skate World series, which is going to be next week as of the recording of this video, all the way to Rolling in Paradise, which is going to be a month from now from the recording of this video. So very much looking forward to that content. You're going to be seeing a lot more skate content. It's still going to be tied into motivational content, but you guys know that I like to tie in slice of life stuff every now and again. I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of you guys ended up subscribing to the channel, due to the slice of life stuff that you see. I know a lot of people like the motivational content, but a lot of people also like slice of life material as well. So, but that's about it. Just reaching 500 subscribers at minimum, and hoping to just collab with more people and also produce better quality content. As you can see, everything has been done with my phone, which is great, but it's been time to step it up. My boys have told me I need to step this up for years, and I've been delaying the process. It is time to get on the money. As far as personal things I want to get accomplished for this year, number one, maintaining my consistency with my health journey. I'm very proud of the fact that I've been consistent with me keeping a lot of my weight off that I had last year, and I'm hoping to gain that consistency. I ain't gonna lie, that ain't gonna continue today because after this video, I'm treating myself to my birthday. I'm going to a restaurant. I'm going to a buffet restaurant, which I'm very, very excited about. A seafood buffet. Why I say seafood buffet restaurant? Just a seafood buffet. Marcus, what are you thinking? I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I've been fasting since 9 o'clock last night. So I'm definitely a little bit hungry right now. But yeah, so keeping my fitness goals together. Completing the Live Hard challenge. I've done 75 hard. I've done phase 1. I've done phase 2. I do phase 3 next month. I have never, or should I say I have as of yet, to complete the Live Hard challenge in full. So I'm hoping this will finally be the year that I do it. Is boom or bust. Either I do it or I fail and I have to start over from 75 hard. Fingers crossed. What are some other things I want to accomplish? I'm going to apply for my doctoral degree in ed leadership. That's things that I've done in the past, but I took a break from it so I could focus on my career. But that's something that I'm going to do this fall. I'm going to be applying to 2 schools. I'm going to be applying to UCF, because I'm currently in UCF for my specialist program. I'm going to be applying to UCLA because that's actually my number 1 choice. And I'm thinking about a 3rd school actually to apply for, just, something else. I'm thinking about an HBCU. So if you guys know any HBCUs that have good ed leadership programs, let me know. I'm definitely gonna be looking into that very, very soon. But yeah, other than that, music. So releasing a lot of music. For those who don't know, I am a hip hop artist. Like I told you earlier, I'm a part of a hip hop group. So releasing new music. Currently working on an EP, so that's gonna come out very soon, at some point this year, or early next year. My music group will also working on our EP as well. So just releasing more music. A lot of concerts coming up. A lot of other material coming up with music. And overall, I would say, as far as getting things accomplished, just to have more of a peace of mind and to get closer to God. Like, it's been really tugging on my heart lately to reconnect with God, to disconnect from things that don't serve me. Some things I really can't talk about as of yet, just because I'm not ready to, but I will when the time comes. But yeah, just those are some of the things that I want to accomplish for this year. Any regrets on past romantic partners? No. And this goes for people that I had an actual relationship with to people where it was a potential relationship. Because every person has taught me a valuable lesson. Every person, I believe, has allowed me to be a bit closer in terms of finding the woman that's supposed to be in my life, that's supposed to be my life partner. So no, I don't have any regrets. I wish them all the best. I don't really communicate with my exes just because it's not really necessary, if I'm being completely honest, as far as well being friends. But I still have love for them. I still respect them, and I still wish them the absolute best. That's just the type of person I am. Who was your celebrity crush as a kid? My celebrity crush as a kid, I had quite a few of them. Um, Mandy Moore, when she first came out, Mandy Moore, I had a huge crush on her. Oh my goodness. I used to always like, just when she came out with the song Candy, which is one of my favorite songs by her, by the way. If you're a 90s kid, or 90s baby, I should say, 80s or 90s baby, Um, yeah, I used to just, as a kid, want to see that music video just to see her. Hey, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. Um, who else did I have a crush on as a kid? Raven Simone. I had a crush on Raven Simone when I was a kid. Let's see. Beyonce as a kid. I think that's typical for a lot of us. I mean, she's beautiful. Who didn't? Um, I had a lot. I had a lot of celebrity crushes as a kid. Oh, Aaliyah. Aaliyah. Woo! Aaliyah was so fine. Oh my goodness. May she rest in peace. Yeah, I that was probably one of the biggest crushes I had. I had such a huge crush on Aaliyah as a kid that I remember when I was in fifth grade, we were supposed to do, and mind you, this was around the time that she passed away, unfortunately. And I used to love her music as a kid as well. Still do love her music. It's a shame that her life was taken so short. Just so much potential to go even beyond, right? And I remember we were supposed to do a poster report on one of our favorite artists when I was in fifth grade, like our favorite music artist, and I did one on Aaliyah. I wish I still had it. I think I was so proud of that report, that poster board. But yeah. And last but not least, do you think Ashanti can sing? Wow. Yes. Yes, I do, contrary to popular belief. Now, is she in my top 10? No, she's not my top 10, but she can sing. Like, I think a lot of people give Ashanti a lot of flack because they say, oh, well, she only sings like one note for the most part really well, and this and that and so on and so forth. Look, I know some people are going to disagree with me. I'm just an MC. I'm not a singer. But if you can sing, you can sing. You might be a limited singer, but if you can sing, you can sing. That's just my personal opinion. I know some people are probably going to disagree, and hey, I'm perfectly fine with that. But that's just my 2 cents. But yeah, that's it. Those were all our questions. I'm sorry that the chat was disabled. I got to find a way to fix that. I will make sure I fix that next time. We'll look into it to see why that's the case. But I really appreciate you guys for joining me today. And even if you're not joining me live, if you're watching this later, I still appreciate you because, hey, you didn't have to join in to listen to me or see me or whatever you're doing talk. Some of you guys might be listening to this as background noise. Some of you guys might have looked at this the whole time. Either way, I'm thankful. I'm extremely thankful. I really, really appreciate you guys. More to come soon. The next time we will do a live stream will be when we reach 500 to 1,000 subscribers. If we reach that at the end of the year. If not, we'll just push it back a little further. Um, Actually, I lied. That'll be the next time we do a Q&A live stream. The next time we'll do a live stream, I might do some video game live streams because you guys really liked the last one I did with Tekken. By the way, make sure you check out the final Tekken Tag tournament. I need to actually go ahead and start uploading that unless I have just in case I don't have problems later on. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. So Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. I appreciate you joining in, like real talk, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, stay blessed, stay safe, and see you soon.